How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field bounty compatriot is stationed.
Sir, the emergency override mechanisms are still functioning. If we work together, we might level our descent.
There's no stopping the will of the free market, Ensign. The ship's doomed.
Even if you won't help me, I have to try. For Auntie's choice!
How noble of you. Worry not. While I'm in my escape pod, I'll be sure to come up with a way to tastefully capitalize on your death.
bludgeons, bombs. I think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity. Blades, bludgeons, bombs, blunderbusses.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellanea for sale. I'd be happy to show you. Anybody even listening to this? Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my... buy for me, please?
Blunderbusses. We've got it all. Except that last one.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. We managed to accomplish our goals. This counts for more than a little, I'd say.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Just trust me and go give it a look.
Salutations once more.
Anyone had asked me, I had to put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses. Names are nothing. I could tell you the titles of the periodicals he has stashed beneath his bunk, but I won't, unless he tries my patience.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
More than I'd care for there to be. But the important part is that I was correct. I knew I was right to be suspicious.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct line from Bastion, middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. Sort of happened the enthusiastic I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection, though you shall not prevail. You're really no fun at all. That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress. I understand your impatience, but wait just a moment longer. Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection. In the wake of my defeat, I've taken a brief break. I'm contemplating what I might collect next. I've heard sprats are rarely born with mutations like extra toes and acid vision. Perhaps Perhaps I'll start an exotic sprat farm. Then I could pit my sprats against opposing farm sprats. Battle sprats. Imagine the merchandising opportunities. Eat your heart out, Auntie Cleo. Behold.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Won't argue he seems capable, but let's be mindful where his true allegiance lies.
Very well. I shall locate whichever craft seems the most out of place, for something tells me this shall lead me to yours. See you again shortly.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
It ain't. You can't eat the sprats I shoot with it. Since they keep disintegrating.
Ah, just up.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared? That's hardly surprising, considering the station's predilection for gossip. So long as you provide us the information, we can parse through it and decide fact from fiction. Are you prepared to present what you have learned? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end? So the backstabbing nature of Auntie's choice is hampering even the most basic of command chains. Good to know. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments? Considering the ship's fate, it would appear that try is the operative word in that phrase. Last question, were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened? Lacking this information is especially unfortunate, but very well. I suppose that's all I'll be able to get from you. This report is going to bear some glaring absences, which is unfortunate. Still, I wouldn't have been able to get this far without your help. here's something for your time. It would have been more if I'd been able to complete this, but there's nothing for that now. Auntie's Choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes. You should have said so. Here's something extra from my stipend. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again.
Just heard back. The higher-ups finally decided to just bury the corpse of that vigilant and move on.
Sounds like it was for the best. What the hell were we doing with the vigilant corpse anyway?
We weren't. Wasn't on the manifold. Best I can tell, he climbed into one of our cargo containers to flee Golden Ridge and couldn't get out. Poor bastard.
Let's see how well you arbiters know basic history. Who constructed the archive?
The matriarch did, of course. Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex piece of machinery?
Inaccurate. It was Presiding Bishop Audley, the first presiding bishop. The matriarch gave permission, but he's the one who oversaw its actual construction.
I knew that. This is the problem with you mathematical sycophants. There's always some technicality that conveniently proves you right.
Oh, thank you for agreeing I was proven right, Rao. How magnanimous of you. observational data is important, but I hate seeing these rifts so close.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders...
Ship seems out of place here. Worth a once-over.
I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
This must be the... Must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
Looks like Earth Directorate handiwork. Not familiar with the model.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is of far less import than ensuring our mission success. I've already cleared the way for my associates into the station.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. We know full well she cares nothing for us, nor do we ask her to. We share her purpose, and so we fight to keep infidels like you from disrupting her plans. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. True, if we want to preserve the Order, we shouldn't kill our own. But I fear that eventually the rot of beguilement will eat us from within. Indeed, you may be right. A single weed is easier to stamp out than a meadow full of them. Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the Automax and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the Forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
If only all our foes yielded so easily. Let's review the data, shall we?
Sovereign is regarded as being inept.
We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you've suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the... matter at hand.
suggest we find another way.
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all gone to scrap now.